Stay safe.
Like that.
You are looking at images from earlier this morning out of Kingston, Jamaica. As the eye approach, very few people are out. Trees are getting battered, limbs already littering roads. And meteorologist Scott Dean is continuing our team coverage. Scott, we want to stress, you're saying this is really a worst-case scenario coming true.
It really is, and it's really going to be a major story for
He's on it.
for a while. What you're looking at here is a video from hurricane hunters. You're actually looking inside the eye of this amazing storm, and we call this stadium effect, where you're looking down towards the ground. In fact, you can see that on the satellite. This is a visible satellite. You're actually looking at the ocean there with the tall clouds being illuminated by the sun that rises, and this is where the storm is making landfall, on the southwest corner of Jamaica. So this is going to be a devastating effect for much of the island, as we're looking at the winds that are going to be coming and pushing all that water on shore on the southern side of the island, creating a dangerous storm surge. Also, the mountains are going to see those winds that are going to be very, very strong. And then as we move later on into tonight into Wednesday, that's when the storm is going to move across Cuba and eventually into the Bahamas. Tremendous amounts of rain causing catastrophic flooding, up to 20 inches of rain in Jamaica over towards Cuba. Strongest hurricane ever to hit the island of Jamaica. And if we look historically at these storms, if we judge these storms by wind and also barometric pressure, right now, if it makes landfall, it will tie the strongest hurricane to ever make landfall in the Atlantic Basin. That would tie the Labor Day storm way back in 1935 in Florida. Amazing.
Scott Dean, thanks so much. In the latest test of a fragile U.S.-brokered Mideast ceasefire, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered the Israeli military to carry out, quote, forceful strikes in the Gaza Strip. The Prime Minister making the announcement after Israel said that Hamas had opened fire at Israeli forces in southern Gaza. Tensions were already high before the incident. Yesterday, Israel said that the U.S.-designated terror group only returned hostage remains that belonged to a body of an Israeli hostage that troops had recovered almost 2 years ago. Netanyahu called the return a, quote, clear violation of the ceasefire agreement. 13 dead hostages remain in the Gaza Strip. They were supposed to have been returned within 72 hours when the ceasefire agreement was signed. That was on October 10th. And turning to the United States, travel woes could soon get a lot worse, and holiday travel season is not far away. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says today is the first day that air traffic controllers will not get paid, and that is only going to snowball from here. We're joined now by our Daniel Grimes from the nation's capital. Let's talk about air travel. Daniel, how is the shutdown impacting it?
Yeah, Josh, there's already been an uptick in delays and cancellations because of an increase in air traffic controllers calling in sick. That includes more than 12,000 delays already today, but the potential for more turmoil at airports across the nation is not pushing lawmakers any closer together. The U.S. House remains out of session this week, and while sometime this week the Senate may vote on a bill by Texas Senator Ted Cruz to pay air traffic controllers, the upper chamber has shown little appetite to actually pass individual funding bills. In fact, last week, 2 bills that would pay federal workers failed. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association's president says many controllers are working overtime 6 days a week without pay, and that could lead to safety issues.
I'm going to work right now. I'm thinking about how do I pay my rent. Rent's due in a few days. How do I put food on the table? How do I put, gas in my car just to...
Food's due in a few days.
Those are levels of safety that are being reduced in the system, and the flying public doesn't deserve it.
Air traffic controllers are also handing out flyers at airports around the country detailing how the shutdown is impacting them. It's a Flight Secretary Duffy highlighted as well.
From the stories of controllers working at a new a controller who might go to a food bank to help make ends meet from this point to the point where they're going to get that paycheck.
All right, so let me give you some good news. Staffers for the senators who put forth those two bills last week that failed are working on a bipartisan measure, but it is unclear if that will actually come to fruition or pass if it does, and that will not solve the larger problem of reopening the government, which seems unlikely to happen this week, Josh.
Okay, Daniel Grimes. Thank you so much, Daniel. A 6-hour slugfest at the World Series coming up here on Spectrum News. How the Dodgers secured Game 3 after a record-tying 18 innings.
No matter what the season, stay connected on the go or plan your day with the Spectrum News app. Get up-to-the-minute information from your weather experts, interactive live radar, and set up essential alerts when you need them most. Spectrum News, with your Spectrum subscription, now available on your favorite devices. At Spectrum News, our weather experts update you with the information and the context you need so you can better plan your day. And we do it every 10 minutes. We're the calm in the storm. Weather on the ones on Spectrum News, exclusively on Spectrum.
Autumn is here. That means winter is just around the corner, and so are higher energy bills. But when Washington tried to cut critical heating assistance to thousands of Mainers, it was Senator Susan Collins who rescued it. A fierce defender of the program, Senator Collins has secured $700 million in funds to help Mainers afford their heating bills, providing essential help for those on fixed incomes. Call, thank Senator Collins, and ask her to keep fighting and winning for Maine.
Fires can take everything from a family in an instant. Too often, the victims blame themselves. And the worst part, these fires are often preventable. Lives shattered because safety took a backseat to profit. In the aftermath of a fire, families are often left picking up the pieces, pressured to settle quickly and move on. But we don't settle for shortcuts when your future is on the line. Morgan & Morgan has recovered over $25 billion across all types of cases. With over 1,000 lawyers and offices nationwide, we're here 24/7 for everyone, everywhere. If you or someone you love was hurt or burned in a fire, call us now or visit forthepeople.com and see how we fight to hold negligent landlords and manufacturers accountable.
Call 800-767-0055. That's 800-767-0055.
Morgan & Morgan, America's injury law firm. forthepeople.com.
Everyone, hope you're having a good Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm meteorologist Maureen McCann. We are tuning in to a forecast that involves some pretty quiet weather for today. And it started out quiet but chilly. We had 30s in many communities. Lewiston, Rangeley, and Greenville. Holton got below the freezing mark at 28. Managed to stay close to 40 to get our day started in Bangor. Bangor will be bouncing back to the low 50s. We'll see that also for the mid-coast and for the greater Portland area. A fair amount of sunshine, just a bit breezy at times with a north-northeasterly wind, but these temperatures not too far off from the averages for this time of the year. Typically, we're in the 40s now.
Oh no, there she is. There she is. She's at Buffalo Wild. She's back from Buffalo Wild Wings, boys.
Now, Portland yesterday.
Back from Buffalo Wild Wings.
The average, although you had a colder morning. Now, rain has been lacking for the month and the year with our drought ongoing. We will likely see some numbers show up on our almanac for measurable rain as we go throughout the latter part of the week. But for now, we have this drier forecast in place. We will see that.
She's wilding out at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Tonight to Thursday, as moisture starts to come back in from the south and west. This is going to give us some unsettled weather for the end of the week. And I know Friday is Halloween, so this may disrupt some of your plans. Remember, it's needed rainfall.
Halloween, boy.
Some windy conditions with this too. As it moves on by, we will dry out over the weekend. It does look like it'll be a forecast for both Friday, or rather for both Saturday and Sunday, that will involve some drier conditions. And we should maintain dry weather for the highlands going into this evening. Some passing clouds, eventually dropping back into the 30s for lows. Here's that weekend preview for the mid-coast. Perhaps some lingering clouds on Saturday. Either day will be close to 50 degrees. We'll see what else is in store in the
She's out there shaking it.
Our next check of weather on the ones in less than 10 minutes.
Here's what you need to know. Democratic U.S. Senate candidate Graham Plattner told a large crowd in Dan Riscotta Monday that he's ready to continue the
She's addicted to the Buffalo Wild Wings.
over old social media posts. Plattner has said many of the posts date back to a time when he was suffering from depression. Maine's firearms hunting season for deer starts Saturday for Maine.
They're gonna shoot the deer this weekend. They're shooting them. Boom!
Every firearm as if it's loaded. Always carry your
They're shooting them this weekend.
aim to be sure of your target and what's beyond.
The Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Toronto Blue Jays in a wild Game 3 of the World Series, and it is no wonder that so many baseball fans are probably exhausted.
No deer.
The game tied the record for the longest World Series match in history. Spectrum's
We're gonna smoke them.
stayed up late and has more.
18 innings, 6 hours and 39 minutes of record-setting World Series baseball. Does it get any better? Well, on a night where history was made, it was only natural that Freddie Freeman gave shades of deja blue a walk-off home
No, we got emails coming in. We got emails.
Freeman's run in as many years. And what's most impressive about this Dodgers win was that it relied on the heroic contributions of everyone in their clubhouse, from the bullpen.
All right, had nothing to do with me. Awesome. 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 Nothing to do with me. You love it.
9 times, 2 home runs, 2 doubles. Perhaps what's most impressive about Ohtani's Game 3 performance is that just in a matter of hours, he'll be taking the mound as the Game 4 starter for the Dodgers, who now have a 2-1 series lead in the World Series. Game 4 will be first pitch shortly after 5 o'clock here Pacific time in Dodger Stadium. I'm Nikki Kay for Spectrum News.
Wow, so that's tonight.
Today, President Donald Trump's trip to Asia continues in Japan. He's already talked to U.S. troops there.
He ain't going to Asia. She's addicted. She's addicted to Buffalo Wild Wings. She'll be on. Next thing you know, she'll be on top of the table with her shirt off, twirling it in the air.
Spectrum's Angie Gonzalez reports.
President Donald Trump rounded out a very busy day.
She'll be on top of one of those tables with her shirt off, swinging it around her head, twirling it like a helicopter.
Go ahead and take the white sandwiches. They're taking everything else.
That's right. Super Bowl shuffle.
This is 80s music? Yeah, it's Pandora, 80s care. Skip to the next song and try to get psyched to destroy evil. We need better 80s music than that.
Oh, yeah. Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all, but we can keep trying.
Those boys going back with you? You're gonna get the Buffalo Wild Wings?
Exactly. CarShield has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau and was voted America's most trusted auto protection company. It's time to call CarShield.
They can see you go wild at Buffalo.
261507.
It's the 4th of July in Minneapolis.
It's gonna be the last of the July.
And a man records multiple cars launching fireworks up and down a residential street. What the f*** going on? Which goes from bad to worse.
She's gonna be shaking to that Buffalo Wild Wings. Joe G, what is going on? Yeah, Joe G knows what goes on at Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. Stoneheart's going. Was at our first Buffalo Wild Wings this past weekend.
Downtown areas as well. What are dubbed fireworks fights.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. See? See, Stoneheart? See how big of a chain it is, guys? Yeah, it's only 2 miles up the road from me. Let's go. We on it.
Which is bad news for anyone who happens to be out in the open.
Getting crazy.
We'll keep on emailing me. I gotta look at this again. Leave me alone. You be bugged.
Some of whom have no other recourse than to run for cover.
I do need to. All set. No. It's why she.
After the extended reign of terror, the culprits finally drive away. It's unclear how many people may have been injured in the violent display.
Jesus, take it down a notch,
Many of
would
the
you?
culprits were arrested. Regardless, a powerful example
That's not blow.
of how quickly what might start off as a prank can escalate to something far more dangerous. When vehicles are involved. For pedestrians, intersections with traffic controls remain the safest place to cross the street. Because crosswalks without signals, no matter how well marked, are still sometimes overlooked. Which means even when a pedestrian is in the right, they should keep an eye out just in case. Unfortunately, not everyone has the ability to. At an uncontrolled crosswalk in Paris, France, a blind man starts to cross. A bicyclist's helmet cam records as a black car fails to yield. And the blind man's companion slaps it. The sedan stops, and the driver gets out to confront the two. Both men receiving equal doses of his rage. Even the driver's female companion attempting to intervene does little to calm him down and appears to result in an unintended hit to her face. It seems only a threat to involve law enforcement turns the driver away. According to news reports, authorities eventually
There we go. We respond to her ridiculous email. Oh, look out! Look out! No! No! They're down. Was he the only one? He was the only one. All right, we good. We're good. We're good here. We're good.
Especially around those who can't look out for themselves. With their quick throttle and sharp maneuverability around larger vehicles, motorcycles can be fun to ride. But according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, those same traits, along with their
She's going to Buffalo. Stoneheart's going back to Buffalo Wild Wings. She'll be on top of the table with her shirt off, swinging around in the air like a helicopter.
Nearly 24 times as likely per miles traveled to die in a crash compared to a passenger car occupant. And those numbers likely get even more daunting at dangerously high speeds. In Texas, a female biker weaves through nighttime traffic on the highway, along with a fellow rider, with the pair regularly splitting vehicles while dangerously hitting triple-digit speeds.
Oh yeah, I was trying to send that out. Jesus.
On empty straightaways, they go even faster. at 150 miles per hour. More than double the speed limit. It's the kind of ride that can't afford anything going wrong. Unfortunately, something does.
Only at Chili's is now available with the all-new Big QP, fries, bottomless chips and salsa, and a bottomless drink, all for just $10.99. So if you're McDone with tiny, overpriced burgers, just come to Chili's. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
What could you do with your day if you could treat at home? Ask your doctor about Vyvgar Patrulo, pre-filled for self-injection.
Whoa, looks like you're backing up a bit here. Okay, Luann? Is there a Luann in the house?
Remember, you don't work here. Young homeowners love to get involved with everything.
Luann going once.
Progressive can protect you from becoming your bitters, but we can't protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Sorry.
Luann!
This is my coffee shop. We just moved into a bigger space, brought on another employee, and ordered new branded gear for the team. It was so easy. I just chose my products, added our logo, and placed my order. Bring your own team together with custom gear. Get started today at customink.com. Are you one of the millions of Americans who suffer from an upset stomach after a big meal? Try Pepto-Bismol. Unlike some products, Pepto coats and soothes your digestive system to provide fast 5-symptom relief. Stock up on Pepto today.
There we go.
Running their own family business, and then COVID hit.
All right, we're back over here.
Almost nothing.
She's gonna be at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I've had over $43,000 in debt. That's what I call national debt relief.
There was hope that came from that call.
All those feelings of shame really evaporated.
They treated me like a real person, not a number.
Whether it's credit card, medical,
She's gonna be at that Buffalo Wild Wings tonight.
negotiates with your creditors to reduce the amount you owe.
I knew without a doubt I made the right choice when I went with national debt relief.
Now that I'm out of debt, I feel free, I feel powerful.
I'm doing the things I wanted to, singing in a chorus. I'm traveling.
Stoneheart's addicted to Buffalo Wild Wings now.
Our family's thriving.
National debt relief got me out of debt.
If you owe more than $10,000, call or visit nationaldebtrelief.com to find out how you can become debt-free.
Here at Tri-Township, 99% of people who apply
With no credit unions. Showing thousands of amazing car options under 15 grand.
Okay, that's fine.
This is a commercial. Go get your real deal at drivetown.com.
Office hard work.
Have you tried the Swiffer Power Mop? It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, 360-degree swivel head, things up along baseboards, and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket. The Swiffer Power Mop.
Believe it is, after the first 48, the case is just beginning.
The jury wants to know why.
We, the jury, found the defendant guilty.
After the first 48, new episode Thursday at 8, part of Crime Investigation, only on A&E. Watch this day on the A&E app.
The high-speed hilarity. Road Wars. New episodes 10/99. On A&E. Watch next day on the A&E app.
In Texas, a biker and her fellow rider raced down a freeway at night, weaving between vehicles at triple-digit speeds. Pulling moves that leave no margin for error. But suddenly, as the woman's bike accelerates to 127 miles per hour, a car changes lanes into her path. She swerves and goes skidding down the fast lane until she finally stops on the left shoulder. Incredibly, she's able to walk, but her wounds are extensive. Fortunately, a passing motorist stops to check on her and calls for help.
Yeah,
5 minutes later, an ambulance arrives on the scene.
Where are you buried?
And once the woman is loaded in, the extent of her trauma, both physical and emotional, becomes apparent.
Okay, scale 1 to 10, how bad are you here?
Thankfully, the woman survives, and her injuries, which she claims are limited to severe road rash, are ultimately treatable. But it serves as a cautionary tale that driving on a public road at racetrack speeds is the kind of mistake you might not get to make twice.
What? What's your problem, bro? You clearly told me you know your life was red, right? You know your life was right. What?
I hear the biggest smash in the back windshield. I look back and I saw a hand trying to steal my camera bag.
Get him out of here! Come on, man! Come on, back! Come on, back! This one!
In the last few years, the number of Americans on the road has skyrocketed. And that means more traffic, more accidents, and also more rage. With violent road rage up nearly 500%. This is where the rubber meets the road. Shaking off perceived offenses can go a long way to keeping one safe on the road. A biker's helmet records in M.OTransformers, Florida, as he makes his way to work on his motorcycle. But at an intersection, a white SUV pulls in front of him. He's not happy about it.
Really?
And seems unwilling to let it go.
You know, look! We gotta get out there and go, all right? Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go!
The biker's actions are escalating the situation. Which is something he will quickly come to regret. The driver in the SUV pulls over, and the biker follows suit. Never a good idea.
What? What's your problem, bro? You clearly told me you know your life was red, right? You know your life was red, right? You know your life was right. What?
Hey, how's it going? Sorry about that. We got things going on over here.
Driver's punch knocks the helmet cam to the ground.
Smash that like button and definitely sub if you can, Catherine.
After a brief back and forth, the two men go their separate ways. The camera is tossed in a bag. And 20 minutes later, the motorcyclist files a report with police, using the video as evidence. But no arrests are made.
You clearly told me you know your life
Maybe next time, he'll let it slide.
was right. What?
In Tampa, Florida, a dash cam records as a gray sedan blasts by another driver and heads for an exit. According to the driver of the car on the dash cam, the gray sedan has been going back and forth with the white car that is behind them. And their interaction with each other is far from over. Once off the exit, the driver of the gray sedan quickly weaves into the left-hand lane. And moments later,
Really?
the white car appears.
What is this idiot doing?
It moves aggressively right on the bumper of the car in front of it.
Wow, we gotta stop here.
The white car pulls up onto the median to get beside the gray sedan. The driver of the gray sedan gets out and appears to start striking the white car, causing it to back away. But the raging driver's attacks have only just begun. And unable to convince the other driver out of his vehicle, he decides to take out his fury on the next best thing. The temper tantrum comes to an end as traffic starts to move again.
Oh, the thing's also...
At the next intersection, the gray sedan pulls a U-turn, followed closely by the white car. Both drivers clearly contributing to an escalating situation that could easily have spun even more out of control. Here's hoping the worst of it is behind them. It's 5 p.m. in San Francisco. A car sign.
Where are you? Where do you know where your kid's at?
Stop near a highway on-ramp. Inside that car are two real estate photographers with nearly $7,000 worth of camera equipment in the back. What they don't know is that this black sedan has been following them since they left their shoot. As the traffic moves forward, the silver car is now seen on the same vehicle's dash cam. And the black sedan once again pulls up close to its rear. The driver of the car recording, who wishes to remain anonymous, notices the black car, but doesn't think too much of it.
I see this black car coming along my side, and I thought I was just trying to cut into traffic. So I was like, okay, well, I'll let it through. You know, I give it some space. And then I see it come in front of me unexpected.
What happens next is anything but expected.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's, now serves up the all-new Big QP for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah, hey, fast food, this is how you value me. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Limo at your service. Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Probably should have gone the other way. Only paying for what you need. Liberty, 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 Liberty.
You'll find them in cities, towns, and suburbs all across America. Millions of people who have Medicare and Medicaid, but may be missing benefits they could really use. Extra benefits they may be eligible to receive at no extra cost. And if you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may be able to get extra benefits too through a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan. These plans have a $0 monthly plan premium. Call now to see if you qualify. With a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan, you could have doctor, hospital, and prescription drug coverage, plus extra benefits in one convenient plan. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance. Get over $1,000 a year. That's $85 a month to help pay for covered over-the-counter items like vitamins, pain relievers, first aid supplies, and more. Your allowance is conveniently loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend gets carried over to the next month. Ask us about all the items your allowance may cover. Plus, you could get other important benefits. All plans include dental coverage with $0 copays for covered preventive services, vision coverage, including eye exams, and a yearly allowance to use towards eyewear, and hearing benefits with routine hearing exams and coverage toward hearing aids. Plus, hundreds of prescriptions have a $0 copay, so you'll pay nothing for them all year long. And you'll have access to Humana's multiple large plan networks of doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies. Best of all, if you have Medicare and Medicaid, you may be eligible to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan right now. So if you have Medicare and Medicaid, Call now to see if there's a plan in your area that could give you extra benefits. But now is the time. The annual enrollment period ends December 7th. QMAC, a more human way to healthcare.
At Domino's, you can pick 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for only $6.99 each and feed your whole group. Or you could spend $6.99 on a burger, which isn't enough to go around. 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each for the win. No matter how you slice it, nothing compares to Domino's.
The clock was running, and we were running out of time.
Around the clock story, so gripping.
We want justice for the families.
They need their own children. Watch Crime 24/7 only on Samsung TV Plus.
The officers open the door and the victim is right there. There just happens to be a camera. This is him.
Murder at the motel. New season premieres Friday at 10. Part of Crime Investigation, only on A&E. In San Francisco, a car's dash cam captures a black sedan pulling up closely behind the vehicle of 2 photographers returning from a real estate shoot. When suddenly, a man in a hooded sweatshirt gets out of the black car, punches through the rear window of the silver car, and grabs a bag full of camera equipment from the trunk.
It was actually dead silent. The only thing you could hear was the glass breaking. Nobody screamed, nobody said a word. And then I see them take the bag, and I'm shocked. And I see him speed off.
The photographers, Ben Bargabani and his wife, are also shocked and very confused.
I hear the biggest smash in the back windshield. And the first thing that came in my mind was someone rear in the dark car. But I looked back and I saw a hand trying to steal my camera bag. I didn't even know, from which direction they escaped.
You know, I was 50-50 on stopping my accelerator and chasing the black Honda Accord. I thought to myself, well, they might be armed. This seems kind of like a dumb idea, and my life is exciting enough, so I chose not to follow up.
Though he doesn't follow, he does find a way to help.
I flagged the victims over. I told them, hey, I got footage.
He said his dash cam recorded the whole thing, even the license plate. So we exchanged our phone number.
They share the video with the police and tell them they believe they noticed the suspects watching them earlier.
My wife saw them in front of the house that we were shooting, and she believes that they targeted us from in front of the house.
Despite the video evidence, as of this broadcast, the suspects have not been found. But the story does have a silver lining.
So the night out, I pulled the video from my hard drive. I tweeted what happened. I woke up the next day with, I think 5,000 retweets, 10,000 likes, and I was like, wow, this is pretty crazy. But after it went viral, a bunch of TV stations started airing it. And one of the TV stations set up a GoFundMe for the camera equipment that was stolen, because it was very expensive, thousands of dollars.
The fundraising helped.
Oh no. Stoneheart did it again.
Good Samaritan captured the startling incident on his dash cam. In beautiful San Diego, California.
Hey, you, both of you, 25.
This woman is very,
25. Residential. You go.
very angry.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. You're in a residential neighborhood.
The irate dog walker is raging at a couple in a car who she claims were doing 40 in her 25-mile-per-hour neighborhood.
25 up the hill. See that? 25. Don't you understand? Chill out yourself, ass.
The couple claims they're only going about 5 miles per hour over the limit.
Figure it out. Figure it out. 25. Okay, they are doing 40 miles an hour. I'm crossing the street with my dog. These little pieces are. Just okay, yeah, just go, just go.
With a resolution nowhere in sight,
You.
both parties can agree to disagree, which is most certainly for the best.
I'm on the outside, babe. You.
A Colorado State Trooper has pulled over a vehicle on I-25 North for speeding. The exchange is routine. What happens next is not.
Everything in a serious criminal interrogation is contrived.
Stoneheart's drinking again.
You've got a big day, and you need to smell fresh. That's why the all-new Unstoppables gives your clothes a 24-hour non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you can't stop just pounding.
All right, we got water back, everybody. Awesome. Awesome. The water has returned.
I knew that I wasn't in good health. I did try a GLP-1 once before. There was no support. Mochi taught me I was capable of living a healthy life. With Mochi Health, I've lost 60 pounds. And now I get to live a nice long life with my kids. Check out joinmochi.com.
What will you do when the power goes out? Power outages can be unpredictable and inconvenient, but with a home standby generator, your life goes on uninterrupted.
Hey, how's it going? Oh man, I should have. Oh man, I'll have to go check out the replay of it.
Security and peace of mind they deserve.
We don't have to worry about whether we lose power or not. If the utility company does not come through, our Generac does.
After the hurricane happened, we just wanted to be prepared for anything.
8 out of 10 home generators are Generac, with thousands of satisfied
Right.
customers.
Number one thing you care more is extended power outages. Don't make it so hard on yourself. Have on Generac.
I'll have to go check that out here in a second. I actually gotta end the stream.
Special financing and
I'm working from home, so
are available. And if you call
I have to do a
now,
telehealth
also receive a free
session.
warranty valued at over $500. Call or go online.
Go put pants. I gotta put pants on for a minute. Oh, yeah.
My name is Gail, and we're in my showroom for Floor's Fire Design House. Getting Spectrum set up for my business was extremely smooth. They had it set up within an hour, and I was online and ready to go and run my business. Spectrum helps me stay online. You know, I have to be able to be online at 5 a.m. when the market's open. Without Spectrum, it wouldn't be possible.
Get your business free fiber-powered internet forever. Call to find out how.
You seen that life insurance thing I got in the mail?
It's over there.
The recycle bin. I sent for this.
You're buying life insurance now? Have you been to the grocery store lately? The last thing we need is another bill.
That's exactly why we need life insurance. It can help pay those bills. Funeral costs too. Take a look at this. It costs pennies a day.
That's right. Rates for Colonial Penn Life Insurance start at $9.95 a month. That's 35
There we go. We got pants on,
This is
everybody.
one bill you know will never go up.
Looking for like we're doing serious things over here.
Your rate is guaranteed, and so is your acceptance. That makes applying quick and easy. There are no medical questions, no physical exam. Since you can't be turned down, we don't ask about your health. Call for more information.
Well, that's as far as we're going over there is the laptop. Oh, there, yeah, 10 minutes.
Beneficiary plan. That's 1-800-248-1322.
Now, I've been working all day. I was working during the last stream too. I was just responding to emails and doing some stupid chart check stuff. So now I got to meet with somebody again. I will see you guys. Thank you for joining the party, my friend Joe. I will go check out your dirty sound waves. All right, my friend. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Seconds after the state trooper steps away from the vehicle.
Yeah. We hear ya. All right.